How you know I was recording you? So fun. Oh my God. Woo! Yes. A big old pot. Stock pot. What's up, girl? We are at the end of 2021. Girl, I'm so dang hot. It is like 70 something degrees outside today. Oh my gosh.
In 3.2 miles.
I'm so
Turn
annoyed.
right on North Carolina 42.
I'm so thankful to be alive, but girl, it sure is hot out here today. And it's just hot because I'm hot. It was hot in my house. It's hot out here. I am going to go get my nails done today. I had a negative COVID test, thank God, praise the Lord. But my aunt was positive. And yeah, but girl, when we was in the car together, I had all the windows down. I had my Lysol and everything, so I sprayed and I wiped stuff when she got out. But you know, sometimes you gotta sacrifice yourself. You just gotta do what you gotta do. Like, she didn't have nobody else to take her. My mom was gonna take her, but I'd rather take her myself.
2.8 miles.
I know it's like a lot of
on
times
Road.
I say, yeah, girl, you see my forehead? Oh, shining, sweating too. That I sacrifice myself for, you know, like my mom and my aunt. I just have a cold, like, and I'm so sick of this cold. I don't know what to do, but I you know, I just, hey, that's just what it is. So my aunt tested positive, but she's doing better today. She's doing better today. My mom said she spoke with her and that she sounded a little better today, so she was feeling a little better, but she's vaccinated, so that's a good thing. I was telling you on the vlog the other day, I really worry about my aunt because she does have underlying issues. Like, well, I'm not gonna say she does. We don't know whether she does not, because my aunt is one of those people, she never goes to the doctor. She's never been sick. I mean, and that's the truth. She's never been to, I talked her into going for an annual checkup maybe like 8-9 years ago, and everything was perfectly fine. The only time my aunt has ever been to the doctor or ever been in the hospital is when she had babies, and her youngest baby is what, 30 something years old. So that tells you something, okay? But she's never been sick. She's never had to go to the hospital, none of that. My mama stay in the hospital. I hate to say it, but she does. So so we worry about her because we worry, like, you know, that she might have some underlying issues, like I said, that we don't know anything about. So she's you know, she's doing really well. Well, since then, my niece has tested positive. So we have had 10 people test positive for COVID. So it has been busy, like the phone been ringing off the hook. And Brian, he has been calling me day and night, like all day, all night. And we stay on the phone for like hours. And I know because, you know, he's in the room, he's bored. And who better to talk to than your mama? You know what I'm saying? So we laugh, we talk. My baby boy, DeMarcus, I haven't spoken with him. I didn't speak to him yesterday. I spoke to him. I was with y'all when I spoke to him last time. But girl, anyway, so we're going out of 2021 with a bang. But you know what? Thank you, God, and praise to God, because even though all these people have COVID, 10 of my family members, thank God, everybody is doing really well. This is the first outbreak that we've had since COVID. Well, we had one, believe it or not, at the end, towards the end of the year, beginning of last year, beginning of last year, where my son, my mom, my sister, one of my cousins Was that it? We had like maybe four or five people had COVID. This year it went bananas. And so we were like, my daughter, I know she got hers we really think she got hers from her job. My niece, we really think she got hers from her job. But the rest of them, I think they got it at Christmas, for Christmas when we were out together Christmas. I'm supposed to be cooking soup today for my daughter because remember I told you she missed Christmas, so she could not come for Christmas because she had COVID. So her time is up.
Left on Barber Mill Road.
Everybody's doing good there. So I think I'm going to cook soup today for her and the kids. My sister just came home from Maine. I tell you, she's a traveling nurse now, so she's assigned in Maine right now, but she'll be coming home until March. So I'm supposed to be trying to go there in February. We're going back to Memphis in January, so I'll be going to Maine hopefully in February. But so she's home, and she's like, I'm telling you right now,
Right,
I ain't going nowhere where nobody being tested. Everybody got to have been tested the last few days. And it's crazy because I had the same symptoms that they had as far as the cold is concerned. It's like you have a cold, but like for me, it's crazy. I didn't have like thank God I didn't have like the chills and the fever, but I had the cold. My aunt only has a cold. She doesn't have a fever. My niece only has a cold. She doesn't have a fever or chills or aches or anything like that. It's just like a common cold. But girl, I'm telling you right now, it has just been, child, busy. But let me tell you, what I really wanted to come on to this video about is that I am so proud of myself. I am coming out of 2021 better than I went in to 2021. This year has been, there has been growth, there has been hurt, there's been pain. I mean, it's been a little bit of everything with this year. But coming out of 2020, I was messed up. You know, my son had died in 2020, and I thought I had grieved and dealt with the pain, and I hadn't. That's what I discovered at the end of 2020, going into 2021, that I was messed up. I think I did a video on it. I was so messed up mentally. That I was in a bad space. So I got myself in therapy. Went through, a few therapy sessions. Got me some medicine I had medicine from my doctor, but the thing is, girl, I was not taking that medicine because I was just, in my mind, I don't want to get on no medicine, which you can get addicted to having medicine, but at the same time, I realized that, I had like a few people saying, hey, take the medicine. You need the medicine. Take it.
In half a mile, turn right.
So I did. Long story short, I did. I took Ativan and I took Trazodone, which was helping me to sleep. My sleep pattern was so off. But later on in the year, I finally was able to sleep, get some sleep. I joined the gym. Well, I had been joining the gym, but I got a personal trainer in June, and I stuck to it. I really haven't lost weight, but I have gained a lot of muscle. Shit, I knew I was going to do this. But I have gained a lot of muscle, and I'm feeling good with where, how I'm looking at how things are shaping up. I took,
turn left on Ranch Road.
I've been in a lot of pain, more pain than I've probably been in, I'm not going to say ever. Well, I was in a lot of pain this year. I started back to the massage therapist. I went to the chiropractor. I mean, I really took some time to really get myself together physically as well as mentally. And I am just happy for where from how I'm walking out of 2021 and walking into 2022. There's so many things that I want to do.
Turn left on Little Creek Church Road.
That I want to do for myself spiritually, because that is an area of my life that I have suffered greatly. And when I lost Adrian, it just knocked me off my center. It knocked me off my center. still have a relationship with God, but just not where I was, or not where I had hoped to be spiritually. And you know, because I struggled this year. I struggled last year real bad. I struggled this year spiritually. So going into 2022, I want to continue to work on me, because this year I discovered, I think I told you, I don't know, I know I did a Facebook post, and I was like, you know, I had asked God to help me to get through my son's passing, help me get through it. Lord, help me to, you know, like, I wanted to release some of the pain, because I was in so much pain and so many emotions, that just to deal, God help me to deal with it, help me to get through it. But I realized that I forgot to ask God to help me to live. And once I did that, ask God to help me to live, things started progressing, and I started opening up a little bit more in some areas of my life, and I began to live. Now I still have my days, you know. To this morning when I was getting ready, I'm fighting. Like, it's like I fight to stay in a good place, to stay in a healthy place. Like, it's a fight. But God has been with me, and He gives me the strength to continue on and to just do better and get better. And so therefore I owe it to Him to really spend more time with Him and recommit myself to Him. And the thing is, you know, I'm not, you know, like just falling out of all sorts and doing everything. No, I've not done anything, but it's just that that intimate relationship with God. I don't know, it's kind of weird, because it's kind of hard to explain.
Half a mile, turn left.
And that's why, you know, being with, oh, good, they got a slate on their front porch. I just realized that. You know, that's why your relationship with God is so personal, because only you can really describe the feeling and where you want to be, or where you need to be with Him. And that's kind of how I feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know where I want to be, I know where I need to be, I know I'm not where I need to be, but I'm still trying, you know what I'm saying? I'm not out of the game, I'm not. And I feel like, you know, God has not cast me aside. He's still working with me. He's still dealing with me. And so therefore, you know, but I'm better. And if you could walk out of, I don't care if it's month to month, but if you could walk out of 1 year, going into another year and say, thank God, I'm better. I did not pick up a lot of weight for the holiday season, but I knew I was going to be down for the holiday season, like where I couldn't work out a lot. So I didn't want to, girl, I used to pig all the way out at the holiday season. Just be like, girl, forget it, and just go crazy. But that's why I really wanted to really start working on myself a lot before the holiday season came, so that I would really kind of be in control through the holiday season, not knowing, you know, that I was gonna have a procedure. But for me, after I realized I had to have a procedure and was, you know, going to be out of jail for about a month,
half a mile,
then I really wanted to, okay, I'm done with you, girl. I be having this thing, oh, you would think I know where I'm going, but child, like I said, sometimes I cut my GPS on, because if it's traffic, that I want to avoid the traffic, honey. So what was I talking about? But yeah, so I'm happy. I'm so happy, because I'm just better, you know. And I claim 2022 to be better, to be more dedicated to living my life. Because if you have a child with special needs, you know, not only did I have kids at a young age, but I had a son with special needs, bipolar, ADHD, and he's been like that. He had been like that all his life, you know, ever since for about 3 years old. And so if you have a special needs child, or if you ever had to deal with anything in that capacity with your kids, then you understand that you really lose yourself. You lose your life. You lose yourself. And I remember one day I had just gone through so much with him, and this was years ago. And I looked one day in the mirror and I had aged. I think I've told this story before. I had aged and I didn't even know the woman that was staring back at me. I really didn't. I didn't recognize myself. And that frightened the hell out of me. And I didn't do anything about it. I just continued to carry on. To just show up and be there for him, and show up and take care of him. So I have always had to fight. You know, I felt like I always had to fight. I never could really rest. The other my kids are really self-sufficient. They have not really posed me any problems. You know, I never really worried about them that much. You know, through the teenage years, but as they got old, you know, got of age, I didn't. But with Adrian, it was just never a moment of just that inner peace. You know what I'm saying? So I've been forced to live and find something to do with myself. And I'm still struggling in that area because I'm still trying to find myself and to allow myself to grow. And at 51, I'm growing into a person that I've never known. I really didn't have a lot of time to just spend time on me. I really did, you know. So right now it's different. It is different. And I thank God because I really feel like my baby finally found peace, even though it still hurts. I feel like he finally found peace, you know, and I've been challenged with actually living, you know. So now I got to figure out how to live and grow and change for me. You know what I'm saying? What does that look like for me? So anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. I need to change my purses out. I got a new Coach purse. This is that I'm gonna change out into. And oh girl, my eyes are itching so bad. So, because the one I have is just, it's had it. It's seeing better days for me. It was good though. It was good while it lasted. I mean, it's still nothing wrong with it. It still looks really good, except for, oh, I could take that little part out right there. And the wallet would be just fine. Sure would. I took this part, because see how that was just like peeling? I took this part out, and the wallet still looks good. Okay, so I'll still keep that. But anyway, girl, let me get up in here and get these nails done, and I will holler at you back at you later, girl. Deuces. Blow my nose. Bye.